servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am...
Hear it. Signal silence. Continue to discuss your fate amongst yourselves. It changes nothing.
Let us pray that your strength.
A suggestion, a Baron of Gallios misguided vendetta against the Magos biologists. Do you know who and achieved together in the past? Ask about Project X if you ever speak to him again.
That Trygon is a greater threat than a malfunctioning service.
Jump pack refuel! The Xenos infestation is dead.
The receiver system will be your tool.
That servo skull deserves extra scrutiny. And so does whomever tampered with it. Servo
Vectors are unknown. Best to keep moving and stay together. Projecting a sense of tactical dominance may deter it from attacking. For now.
The Trygon stalks us, waiting for an opportune moment to strike.
Form up and move.
Avenging angel! The Xenos infestation is stemmed for now. That pitiful Xenos was but a horrible part.
Trygon incoming!
Jump pack refuel! No alien trespassers allowed! Take flight and let terror fall! The world that Xenos sought to consume now consumes it.
The Trygon attacks!
I am airborne ready. The Imperium's hammer rises to strike. Another alien falls to the Imperium. Commencing reload. angel, your disposal. Reload! We have cleansed the Xenos state!
The Trygon seeks us from below.
Smart Xenos filth. It knows when not to strike. Jump pad refueled. The Xenos scum.
A lift station lies just ahead, Meridian. Considering the Trygon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's keep. Confirmed, Magos. Approaching the lift now.
Their numbers are meaningless. That grotesque Xenos has met its end. Swapping magazine! I'm airborne with me as an angel of death. Another alien falls to the Imperials. Avenging angel, your disposal.
Hey, Astartes. I have summoned the transport queue at the request of Magos Gallia. Remain patient. Transport gift inbound.
Perplexed, I have transmitted no authorizations.
This is not an ideal round point. We must keep moving until the lift arrives.
Transport lift status incomprehensible. Begins, ceases. Begins, ceases.
Warpaths never run smooth, but rarely is it this literal.
Into the lift, now!
Ignoel Metrian welcomes you to Longinus Gamma Bioresearch Facility. Please do not disturb the lift. It would be a waste. I have no music to play while you descend. Use the silence to contemplate your futile, brutal existence in service to a desiccated cause.
Never have I encountered a servo suit that speaks in such a manner.
Meridian, the servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am...
Hear it, signal silenced. Continue to discuss your fate amongst yourselves. It changes nothing.
Let us pray and make your still
A suggestion, a parallel of Gallio's misguided vendetta against the Magos biologists. Do you know who and what you achieved together in the past? Ask about Project X if you ever speak to him again.
That Trygon is a greater threat than a malfunctioning service.
Jump pad refueled. The Xenos infestation is dead.
The receiving system will be your tool.
That servo skull deserves extra scrutiny. And so does whomever tampered.
Remember that, brothers.
I hereby order you to turn your weapons on each other.
Fiery retribution.
The ground rumbles no
Stand.
You are born from a system gridlocked by bureaucracy and blinded by their faith.
I doubt that Trygon could tunnel through walls this thick. I do not trust the Xenos to remain idle while they
Gallia knows nothing of the shadow and its myriad secrets. I do.
Check your aim.
That pitiful Xenos was but an abhorrent blight. A hideous display of weakness. But our orders stand.
It tears through as if it were paper.
I was worried you had fallen victim to Metrian's mastery of malphonic disruptive frequencies, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with relief caused by remaining skin. Be warned, Viridian. Metrian cannot hope to stand against you alone, so she will lie and store in hope the Xenos swarm will devour you. Case in point, she has enslaved that server skull as a crude mouthpiece, but give her word zero credibility for the mission's sake, and your own.
Understood, Legos. Firepower! Remote detonation front!
We stand in victory against this foul tyranny. Avenging angel at your disposal.
Threshold secure. I await you here.
Trygon moves to intercept us.
The facility will be infested in moments.
Status. The facility is well stocked in mining gear. Requisition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
Search high and low grounds. We need melters.
Hive tunnel destroyed.
Your brothers need you
The world is Xenos sought to pursue. Boons of the...
I have a melter charge. Always sealed. station slow.
Onwards, brothers, towards the objective.
This is
Alien bioform marked.
matters. You will be dead soon.
Inside the facility, you'll find Metrian cowering in her data enclave.
Gallia, old friend of mine. If you missed our binaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still pathetically cling to thews of soft tissue. Remember, meat lacks efficiency, whereas metallic alloys stave off corrosion and degradation for
When you
far
die, I will
longer.
dutifully record your
How
habits.
far you have fallen, Ignoel, that I must drag you back into the light.
3 meat lackeys seems like overkill, Gallio. You think too highly of me. These poor, inert variables shall perish here, devoured by the Tyranids. And you do not care.
Metrian shut down power to the uplink terminals. You must resupply the generator with a backup power cell. She hopes the Tyranids will annihilate you, but she underestimates the second company.
We shall restore the Emperor's light to this facility.
I beseech you, Gallio. Bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your light vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good Grox. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted. After the mind probes, of course.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astartes shall die here, alone, in the dark.
Another alien forged in the Imperium's key. Another tyrannic monstrosity to destroy. The biobore threatens us no more. Power dwells within this device.
Get the power cells to the generators.
Avenging angel.
Light and darkness. How easily flesh parts deceive their perception.
Disrupt her attempts to connect with the facility's network. Metrian will seize any opportunity to damage crucial data which would deem this mission a failure. Do not let her connect to the consoles.
You shall have every last thought in her head to her seconds.
I am copies of copies, backups of backups, and I degrade not. You have already fallen.
Secure that console uplink. Commencing reload.
Entering the console radius. Backing out of the zone. I have terminated the uplink.
Return to Metrian's containment unit. See, Metrian. Before you flash, the deeper you set our hooks. These tempered folds of Astartes' flesh have accomplished nothing, Galio. My imaginations are already achieving my designs. You are fools. Science, Metrian. Meridian. Confirm possession of her quivering mass of computational grey matter.
Maker's biologist is in Meridian's possession.
Pilot, Meridian is ready for evacuation. Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now.
Xenos hunger is insatiable, but the Imperials indulge. We as a nation of avenging angels disposal. Another alien falls to be healed. Wrath shall reign.
Check your aim.
Jump pack refuel. Oh, foul wretch! Healing wounds. The Xenos infestation is steady. I'm airborne ready. Light, let terror. That ravenous are no more scars. That pitiful Xenos was but a wall. We are the exterminators. Reloading magazine. Jump pack refueled. Into the breach once more! No storms shall delay us any longer.
Warspec scan confirms this is the correct vector.
Imperium is indomitable.
Alien trespasser sighted.
Fireball! It must be destroyed! I'm airborne ready! Well fought, brother. Commencing reload! We've removed the Xenos threat. Physically, the Ravener dug his own grave. Jump pack refuel! War gear requisition. Brothers, together we go!
I cannot land with that burrowing abomination riding about. Deep scans have penetrated the atmospheric disturbances and Metrian's meddling code. Trygon vulnerability data pushed to your displays.
Meridian, form up and dig in for a fight.
Its carapace has frailties! Exploit them! Swapping magazine! Eyes up, brothers! Be ready to obey! Avenging angel at your disposal. Purification by frightening! The Xenos erupt from a new shot. Ready melter ordnance!
Place melter charges on the Xeno swarm spots.
Annihilate the entirety of this repugnant swarm.
I am airborne ready. Fresh supplies for our use. Seal the Xenos-infested chasms with the thermal weaponry. Evaded strikes! The Imperium's hammer blazes to strike! Reloading magazine! While the beast aims to pounce upon us! Jump pack review!
The Trygon assails us!
Brace for an assault from above.
Thermal package is ready.
despite the odds.
Megos, how well did you know Metrian?
Ignoel Metrian and the historical dataset she possesses are